A new beginning. Every day is a new beginning. Just to let you know, every day is a new beginning. What happened yesterday is gone. Doesn't even matter. Today is a new beginning. Um, the music industry is on a free fall right now. I don't know if people have noticed that, but the whole music industry is on a free fall thanks to technology. And because of technology, you know, music's on a free fall. So um, I don't know if you notice, there's certain genres that are not charting anymore on the billboards and all these things. And everybody's worried. People are worried. Some people are like, they don't know what to do. Um, you even got people here still going to, like, they come on YouTube and they only speak about their past because there's no new stories to be told on this present moment because the music industry is dying. So everybody is just remembering what happened, what they did when they did it, going back in the day when they did it, and how great it was, and how they were the best, and that's why they need all the attention because they're the best. Um, so they still living in the past. I just don't understand why they don't go, and if it was so great and they were so great, why they stopped doing it? Because there's no money. That's the reality of the whole thing is there's no money. There's no attention span. The new generations they don't pay attention to what's happening. Music for the newer generation is like a second thought. It's like background for them. Even if it has a message, most they consider it as like a background, not very non important thing that happens on the daily basis. Yeah. So a lot of musicians come into the YouTube with the hopes of hitting big stream, hitting it big, and some of us get caught in the gear tube game where we either get free stuff or people start liking what we're doing or and I think none of those things are working. None of that's gonna work, and it is not gonna work. It's not no gonna work. You know what? The only thing that works is to put out your music, and not just to put out your music, to go out there in the world and perform your music. You need to perform your music in front of people. People need to see you out there in the world entertaining. It's not just sitting back at home. Now, this I can say, not just doing the slug life thing. Like, do you really think that people are gonna pay attention to you just by sitting back, turning on a camera, going on YouTube, and playing your music? Just that? I don't think so. People want a show. People want a show, a complete show. People want to be entertained. People want to see because if you go, and you're sitting on a chair and you're speaking all day about gear, yeah, that interests the people. The only people that are interested in gear is gear people. That's it. Gear people, people that are constantly buying and selling gear. Like me, I constantly buying and selling gear, so I'm very interested in gear videos and things like that. And right now, the gear video stuff, everybody is on a standstill because there's no new releases yet until Super Booth starts. So that's the biggest indicator that there's nothing to work on right now. So everybody's shut. Like the only people talking right now are the people that are either remembering doing things like I do, like going live and doing a crazy live jam with like a crazy improvised live jam that doesn't go anywhere. That's the type of people that you're gonna see. And then you got other people that are putting out their live jam sessions online, and they're getting views because they're putting finished work basically, which is they're taking their live jam sessions and just making a really nice video, one shot video, probably 2.5 minutes, and that's it. And those are the videos that are getting views. But to sit back and expect that speaking about gear the rest of your life is gonna bring you wealth in the way that some people think that they're gonna get wealthy by just sitting back and talking about companies releases. um i don't think I don't think it's gonna work at all. So I got two people here. Got Revaldi, Herma one, Anisa Fikadihayadaya. I fucked up your name. Uh, yeah, bro. That's a big problem that we're having right now. I think that the focus is gone. Everybody's focused on the wrong thing, and I don't know, but we need to start making more music. You know, one thing I learned about the last kumite, it was that it felt good to finish something. Every single time it went on, it felt really good to finish something, to do a finished thing. It was the highest feeling. But people are looking for entertainment. Like nobody, like regular people that are sitting at home and stuff. They don't care what type of and that was one of the points that somebody was making the other day in my live stream. And nobody cares about what do you use or what do you do. They care about the entertainment. So while your music was playing and while you were making all this music, what they were watching? Like, did they were they watching a story play out on your song? Like, was there a video on your song that tell a story that inspired them, and then something like that? You know, that's the thing. It has to be entertaining. It has to be 100% entertainment. Um, and I see that the thing that works the most, uh, you can do like small concert, like a small online concert with video, audio and video. It has to be entertaining. If it's not entertaining, it's not going anywhere. And if it's like experimental, like I do, it's not gonna have any traction neither, because the only people that are watching, they watch it because they're also doing experimentation with their equipment, and those are the people that watch me probably. Probably not people just like some people just like me, and I appreciate that a lot. And You know, um, it doesn't matter anymore what you get. Like there's so much saturation in the market for gear, and there's so many people doing gear videos that it doesn't even matter if you get a new piece of gear. They already, like, most of the people already know what it is and what it does, and you know, they don't want to do it. They don't want to see it. They don't have time for that. So we got to come up with a way of bringing you entertainment. And I'm thinking about changing a couple things in the channel. I want to bring more visuals to the whole situation. It has to be, and it's gonna be difficult because I work, and people like me that work, we have very little time to um very little time to do this YouTube thing. Sometimes I even think it just gets in the way of making music. You know, um, yeah. Sometimes it just gets in the way, and you want to make music, but it gets in the way of making music. You know, it's like it sucks your energy completely. Because every time I make a video, after I'm done with the video, I'm extremely exhausted. I don't even want to be in the studio because it feels like I wasted all this thing, and then just to get nowhere. I guess just to get nowhere. So we something needs to change. I need to change the approach. I need to bring in more entertainment and less talking. Um, yeah, yeah. I guess that's the point. I guess that's the point. So, synth fun. Somebody was saying that. Trust my monkey. So yeah, the jam was dope. Uh, but I'm here thinking about the reality of this whole YouTube entertainment situation, and how the music is on a free fall right now because it's like there's so much garbage out there right now, and I'm not talking about human made stuff. I'm talking about artificial stuff. There's so much artificial things out there that they have they have killed the interest of people. They're doing them. They have been doing metrics, and they're finding out that people are getting really upset about artificially made stuff, and people are not liking artificial stuff, and it's not working. They thought that the Suno and all these things was gonna work, and it's not working because people like authentic things. There's no value. There's no value on things that are uh, spit it out automatically. Like if you have a machine that can make 1,000 copies, well, it loses every copy loses value. It doesn't have as much value as just one really good copy, right? So you can get one really good copy made by hand. You can only make one of those per hour. Let's say you can make one of those per hour. But if you can photocopy a paper with words 1,000 times per hour, it devalues the product. So this is what's happening. It's that they flooded the market with AI and artificially made music, and even the now for the person that is coming up, that is struggling, that is at the beginning stages, it's gonna be even harder because now you have the market saturation of this fake stuff. People don't want to go into listening to new artists because they don't know if that person is making real music or not. The only way to find out whether people are making their music for real is on a live setting, like on a live show, somewhere in a venue where you can see the person perform. Otherwise, people are not buying the music that's out there. They don't care because they don't know if it's real or fake. They don't know if it's real or fake. And they're 100 times out of 10, they won't listen to it because just because they don't want to spend the time. It's like, I don't want to spend time on this shit. Why would I listen to Why would I listen to Tactical MIDI? Who's that? That's probably an AI generated website or artist. We're not gonna listen to him. We're gonna stick with the people that we already know that are real artists because they have performed live somewhere, and probably that's why how people know that these people are real, right? Even if there's even if they're doing AI too, they're not gonna notice because they go do concerts, and by doing concerts, it's like it makes everybody feel like yeah, that's real, like really human made music. So I think that's what's up. I think that's what's up right now, and I think that's why the song that you made only had one like. You know, that's probably it. I haven't had that problem. Gummy Girl is not a hit, but it's been listened quite a few times, and, and it's a joke song. It's like Gummy Girl wasn't that serious. Like I didn't even like the music. It sounds good because I mixed it and mastered it, but I didn't do it. I didn't do it like that. It was a kumite when I did that. I didn't put. It was serious, but not that kind of seriousness. You know what I mean? And you can feel it when you hear it. You can feel it. You can feel it when you hear it. Same like rum and spice. I put rum and spice out, and people are liking rum and spice, and uh, and it was kind of a weird joke that from a live stream that I did one time, and then I ran with it, and then I made up the lyrics right then and there, and then that's what it came out. Uh, but it needs to be better than this. This is not it, bro. I'm gonna do better stuff. This is not it. This is just the beginning. That's my putting my feet on, getting my feet wet on the thing, and now I'm not scared at all. Now I feel like anything is possible right now. Anything is possible right now. So, but it needs to go up a level. We need video. We need a music video, or at least people seeing the performance of the song. And that would mean that I will make a song and I will go and make a music video of me performing it live. That's the only way this is gonna go down, guys. Because just making the beat or the music and releasing it is not enough. It's not entertaining enough anymore. You have to do it live. You have to go there, do it live. Do the song. You make a song, write the song, practice it, get really good at it, and you go online and you make a really cool set. You can even go outside in the wild and do the video from the outside, holding a microphone or playing the instruments live, and that's the only way we're gonna start getting that attention that we really want. Um, but it's cool to improvise, but it's not that cool at the same time because people people can tell when it's improvised. They can tell that It's cool, it's improvised, but when you make a song with intent and meaning, I think it hits different. So if you make a song, you get it ready, you practice it like a band would practice their music, and you will get that song, and you will let that song cook in your mind, and then you will make that the delivery and the vocals. You make that delivery stick really well in the music, get that really woven in, and yeah, I think that's what's gonna work. People seeing you perform live, uh, even if the song is out, you can tell them after the fact that the song is out on all platforms if they want to hear it. But you have to introduce it. I think you will have to introduce it by performing it, by doing a show, because it's not working just by publishing your song. I don't think. Yeah, you say YouTube hate musicians. I don't think that YouTube hates musicians. I think YouTube hates YouTube. Okay, listen. This is how the algorithm is working right now. So the algorithm right now is working like this. YouTube will recommend the algorithm to a certain group of people that are constantly watching, and that's the way they'll probe your video. And if it catches the attention of those people enough, right, that your video is gonna get pushed. But if it doesn't catch the attention of the few people that get the recommendation, because it used to be like the recommendation used to be like by subject at the beginning, right? Everybody's talking about, let's say, Apple. So you make an Apple related video and you're going to be pushed to the front, right? But that doesn't work anymore. Now, when you make your video, it gets basically recommended to a small group of people that have that interest, because that's how they did it. So they couple of people that have that interest, and if you catch their attention and you get to retain them long enough, your video gets pushed as a good video. That's how it's going down. What's going on, George G's? And that's kind of difficult to wrap your head around that one. So you will have to make something that, that makes people engage and stay and tune in. Uh, yeah, it's not easy. And then you know you gotta think about this. Most of us we're not gonna invest money on publishing stuff, on marketing ourselves. Uh, it's hard to take money out of your pocket and go and pay an ad company or a company that can do marketing for you. Because all those things are very difficult. They're intensive. You can do it yourself, but then you're gonna be up all day and all night doing this thing, going on different channels, pushing the stuff out there, making a promo video. Uh, it used to be that even I remember this with. Let's talk about the most one of the most underground that now is mainstream things, which is reggaeton. Reggaeton used to be underground music. It was completely underground. How did they come up? They came up because they got smart and they started. Oh my God, I'm stuck here in the middle of the road. They got smart and they started doing marketing. So they went into those. You remember those? those video music video channels that were only playing music late at night, they went to those channels and they made a promo video and they paid for that little space. And we're talking about local TV. We're not talking about cable because it wasn't cable, it was local TV, right? So they paid basically that channel that played the music videos. First, they had a music video on the song, and then they had second the promo video. So it gave insight to the people that that after they listen to your music on the music video, they watch the promo video and they got to see who these people were, what they did, and if it was cool, if it was fun, and they made it look like it was fun and it was cool, and that's how reggaeton took off. Basically, because people wanted to party, and they saw that if you go to a reggaeton party, it's a fucking blast, and everybody's getting fucked up. I'm sorry about the language, but was getting fucked up on camera, and you can see people drinking and all kinds of stuff. So it was fun, and that's what is needed. You need to bring a lifestyle into the whole thing. Like, this is what we're doing, and we're barbecuing in our backyard, and right there is our setup. And see, there's my fucking altar track right there, and we're gonna start a party, grab a microphone, and fucking start playing live right there, like it was another day, a piece of cake type of thing, and that attracts people. People say, "We want to go to that fucking backyard party. That's crazy. Look, they all having fun. They're drinking, and this guy is doing music live. Who is he?" I say, "Oh, follow me. I got the music video somewhere, or the song is on Spotify, and you can go listen to it. And this is how we party, and that's fine. You make a viral video like that, and people want to live that. People want to live. People want to live. You know, people don't want to dream because dreaming anybody can dream, but people want to live. They want to see it and they want to live it. So I think that's the way to go. Um, yeah, yeah, it's about entertaining. My father took me to a couple of shows when I was young. He took me to a couple big shows, and you know what was entertaining about the show? It was because it was outside. You have a whole orchestra playing salsa live, and people are drinking, they're smoking, they're doing their thing, and it's not just one or two, it's a whole place. It fills up. Your favorite artist is showing their skin in front of hundreds of people in the middle of a neighborhood that very few people can get in there, but it's like open space. That type of activity that you go and there's a whole road block. They block a fucking road. They put a what you call like a stage. They put a little stage there, and your local artist goes there with his orchestra and does that thing live. And there's nothing like that, and that doesn't repeat. And there's no way that you're gonna repeat that. The only way you can repeat like that is by going and buying their album. So you go and buy their album, and you get to relive the experience of that day, what happened that day live, because they don't care about the album. The album just brings back what happened that day, that experience of that artist. You see, that's where the magic's at. Magic is at that. Is at you need to perform. If you're an artist, musician, you perform. My bad. Yeah, if you're an artist, you need to perform. It needs to be performed. Like humans follow other humans, right? So if you make it in a way where everybody is having fun, people are gonna want to do that. People are gonna want to know when you're coming to their town or where can they go see you on how and that's the truth right there. I don't think YouTube has anything to do with hating musicians because there's this Substance Samurai. There's this there's this artist and he's a rapper in Puerto Rico, and now can you believe that this guy is doing now drum and bass and fucking electronic music out of fucking left field? He's doing this. So electronic music is having a comeback. You know, why would an artist, a known artist that everybody knows, will go from hardcore gangster rap to fucking doing drum and bass and and electronic music? It means that people are interested in electronic music. So now is the time for us to be like real artists and go out there and really perform and show people that they can have a good time. And it's not hard to achieve, but it's not easy to do because it takes some balls. It takes some freaking balls, right? So it takes balls to go and design an event somewhere, right? You go to this place and say, listen, we're gonna do an event here, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that, and then this guy's gonna come in here, and then you talk. You can start out of at a pub, at a regular pub somewhere, and then you'll bring your little group of people that know you, and then that little group of people that know you, people see that they went there, and then they starts getting interest. It's still the same thing. Like unless you go with a record label, like record labels, that's why the record labels are where they are because the record label can go and take $500,000 and say, gonna put this guy through the ringer. We're gonna have him. We because the record labels they own the places where people go and play the music. So that's why people go with the record label because the record label is guaranteed that the artist is gonna have a place to go perform. So it's they have $500,000 to push this artist out there. Let's say so and so is performing at the I don't know at the Hilton this weekend. Blah blah blah, and then they show a snippet of what the show looks like, and you know that's why a lot of people start as opening acts, like start like the opening act, and they go from opening act to big time because they did a show, with probably bands or people that are in the same. So the only way to reach out is to do organize. You gotta organize big events or smaller events, but events where people can see real humans perform. Otherwise, our careers or our music endeavors are gonna stay where they at. They're not gonna go farther than that. Because even if you make music on YouTube, people cannot get up and say, "Let's go to Florida. Tactical Media is going live from his bedroom." Yeah, going live from his bedroom. There's no beverages. There's no food. You know, there's no girls. There's no like what you call there's no There's no single girls and there's no single guys in my show to go and meet there. So, but imagine the people that find their first true love when they went to your concert. They will never stop going to your concerts. Forever they will go to your concert because they met the love of their life in your concert. That's how it goes. And I'm gonna go. I just got to work. It was a weird morning. I had to take the kids. I usually don't take the kids to school on Wednesdays, and I got screwed this morning. But yeah, it's just a little bit of my thoughts on the whole slug life thing. And the slug life is real, and I think the slug life is here to stay. Not everybody's gonna do the steps to get there. I don't know. Well, we need to plan something out. We need to do the the very first Renegade concert, and the Renegade concert is gonna be real, on top of a real stage with real equipment. Eh, you only need like 10 or 20 people going live. Each one does their set, and probably somebody will meet their future wife in our place, and they will remember the Renegades forever. That's how it goes. Well, I'm out of here. I'm at work. Have a good day.